Tonight, a local power company is talking about the recent string of electrical grid attacks in a few states. Two of those in North Carolina as well as Florida. WDHN's Robert Smith Jr. joins us live in the newsroom with more. Robert.
Hey Mike, fortunately no Alabama substations have been attacked, but local power companies are being vigilant and proactive.
Normally, natural disasters are worrisome for power companies, but now some, like Wiregrass Electric Cooperative, are wired up in fear due to a string of random substation attacks in the United States.
We and our wholesale power supplier, Power South, the industry partners we have, our vendors, and you know, trying to make sure our grid is resilient and it's protected as much as we possibly can.
But Kimbrough didn't think power grids would be a huge problem unless it's a natural disaster, until he heard about the random substation attacks in Oregon and Washington, and then days later people shooting a substation in North Carolina.
It was hard for me to think why people would be motivated for that, but attention, you know, people do a lot of things to try to garner attention.
He says the people doing these attacks on substations for attention have no idea of how much of an impact it can cause for the community.
To disrupt the community, then disrupt the power. You see it in the cybersecurity. That's another thing on our grid. You know, you have the cyber attack as well, not just a physical disruption, but with tearing up something, but the cyber piece of it, and everything's connected now in technology.
And it's more of a burden for the power companies themselves during the restoration process.
It's hard to replace a substation, and especially replace one overnight. The parts that go into it.
Most substations have security measures in place, such as cameras and no trespassing signs. Kimbrough says Wiregrass Electric and their partners have already had discussions on ways to stay ahead of the bad guys.
Reviewing our security measures and what we have in our substations, and making sure that just that they're up to standard, and if there's anything we can do, we'll try to do more of.
Kimbrough says if this were to ever happen here, they will respond quickly. And he says if you ever get caught doing something like that, you will be prosecuted to the fullest extent.